Hey everyone, welcome back to lizfenwickdiy. In today's video, I'm actually sharing with you 5 Dollar Tree DIY projects, and they all have a buffalo check theme. So if you guys go out to the stores, you go to Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, anywhere, buffalo check is back again, and in particular the black and white. So I thought I would give you some project ideas that would be perfect for the buffalo check. So this first thing we're going to make is a sign. So I picked up 3 of these pumpkin stand signs from Dollar Tree, and then I got 1 of the smaller ones. So the first thing I did was pull off the bows. And then I painted the base of these stands that were in a brown color with 2 coats of Waverly white chalk paint. Next, I have this buffalo check paper that you can grab at Hobby Lobby for 25 cents when they're on sale. And I think that's probably the best place to pick up scrapbook paper. So what I'm gonna do is just take 1 of the pumpkins, put it on top of my paper, trace around the paper, and then I'm just going to cut the pumpkin out, cutting the stem area out as well. And I'll repeat that for all 3 of the pumpkins. And then to attach the paper to my pumpkins, I'm just gonna use a little bit of hot glue and hot glue it onto the pumpkin. Now for the smaller pumpkin, I needed to trace around that one individually, so I did that and hot glued that on. For the stems, I wanted them to look all different. So I went into my stash of twine and ribbon and yarn and just pulled out some neutral colors. And then I just used hot glue to wrap them around, putting the hot glue on the back of the stem. To spell out the words fall, I wanted it to be in an orange color because I was trying to make these very traditional with the oranges. So I had a container of orange acrylic paint that I decided to use. I also have these Waverly stencils that I just picked up at Walmart. They were pretty inexpensive and I've actually used them on several projects, so I think that they are definitely worth getting. I just cut out the F, the A, and the L to stencil onto my pumpkins. Now, once I got going, I really wish that I would have had a chalk paint or something a little bit thicker because it actually took me 3 coats to put on this orange paint. So I just added as many coats as I needed to cover it. To finish it off, I had this orange and black ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I think Hobby Lobby is a great place to buy your ribbon. They have a wide selection and I always pick them up when they're half off. So I just tied that to the top of my little stems to finish it off. And here's a look at how the pumpkins turned out. Now, one option is you could always hot glue these together, but I wanted the versatility to be able to move them around on different shelves and kind of put them at different levels. So that was my preference with this project. All right, now I have another sign to share with you. So I grabbed 2 of these thankful signs at Dollar Tree. The cool thing about these signs is they have the buffalo check on either side. So I just put my sign down on the orange construction paper and traced 2 sides. Next, I cut out those strips. And then I hot glued the two thankful signs together so that the backs were touching each other. And I made sure that my buffalo check was lined up on the sides. To cover up the thankful signs, I know it's so cute, but I was just trying to use these materials to make another project. But trust me, I believe these signs are cute too and definitely are great. But so what I'm doing for this project is I'm just hot gluing the orange paper over the thankful signs. All right, you guys, so I've been loving these poster stickers that Dollar Tree has out right now. You need to look for these back in either the poster section or where they keep all the stickers. These are great for projects. So I wanted this sign to have the word pumpkin on it. So I went through and cut out all of the letters to the word pumpkin. That way I could make sure they were gonna fit on here because I knew it was going to be a tight squeeze. Once I got all the letters cut out, I started in the middle and then worked my way out on the end, just attaching the letters and trying to make them as straight as possible. Now on my ends, they didn't fit in all the way, so I had to tuck them over a little bit, but that's okay. And then I decided to add the pumpkin from the previous project and put that in the corner of my sign with hot glue. And here's a look at how the final sign turned out. Our next project is going to be super simple. So I grabbed this glass vase that you can find at any Dollar Tree. And then I also picked up this wide wire buffalo check ribbon at Hobby Lobby. This ribbon is $3.99. When you get it 50% off, it's only $2, which I think is a great deal. So what I did was I cut off a little bit of the ribbon and I hot glued it to the base. And then I also went up a little bit further and hot glued the top portion of ribbon on as well, just to give it a little bit of a buffalo check theme. And you can add in any Dollar Tree florals that you love. They have so many great options out. One of my favorites right now are these little cotton stems. So I'm just going to put them into my vase. And here's a look at how it turned out. For the next project, I'm not going to do much at all, but I love this little Happy Harvest sign that they have out right now, and I just thought it was so adorable. The only thing I didn't really like was the bow on it. So what I'm gonna do is just take that bow off of there. I had on hand some of this spider web ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and so I decided to add that instead. So I just took my ribbon, tied it in a bow, and then hot glued it instead. So I really think that kind of changes it to fit more into the theme that I am going for with my buffalo check. And here's how that Happy Harvest sign looks. I found this next decorative pumpkin at Dollar Tree. They have these sitting out. So I decided I was just going to turn it to the back. So I took off the raffia at the stem, and once I took off the sticker, it was kind of torn up and it was missing some of the paint. So I just went in with a similar ivory acrylic paint that I had and just painted over the back side of it with that color. I'm gonna use the same buffalo check ribbon that I used from my vase, and I'm just going to take one of those pumpkins from an earlier project, and I'm just going to use my scissors and cut around the pumpkin so that I cut out a nice pumpkin shape. I'm also going to use a little bit of that raffia that I cut off earlier to make a tiny stem. And then I'm going to grab some ribbon, again from Hobby Lobby, some buffalo check, and then that orange and black, and I'm just going to tie it around my stem. From there, I'm gonna glue the raffia and my new pumpkin to the center of the sign using some hot glue. Then I'm gonna come in with a Sharpie and write the word blessed at the bottom, just freehand. I decided once I finished that off that I needed a little bit more ribbon, so I just added another piece of both of the ribbons. And here's the look at how all of my projects turned out together. Okay, you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments what you think of this theme type Dollar Tree DIY. Do you like the theme where I do kind of all one thing, or do you like it where I'm more random like I normally am, where I just kind of give you the projects that I've created for the week? So let me know in the comments below. I love your guys' opinion and it really helps me for future videos. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post 3 to 4 DIY tutorials each week. And if you missed our last DIY, I'm gonna link it right here. So all you have to do is click right here and it'll take you to my last video that I put out. And I will talk to you guys in our next video. Bye.